Hello, this is Agriculture Research Council of Nigerian TV. My name is Joshua Ishal. Welcome you to Special Reports. Today on Special Reports, we'll be bringing you the 2026 Blueprint Strategy of Livestock Departments in the Agriculture Research Council of Nigeria. The Director of Livestock Department of Agriculture Research Council of Nigeria, Dr. Saadatu Isa, holds a meeting with the staff of the department to discuss the 2026 blueprint strategies of the department to drive the development of Nigeria's livestock sector under the Agriculture Research Council of Nigeria. The meeting is aimed to boost productivity, growth, improve food security, and strengthen unity across the council. Dr. Saada to charge all staff, especially heads of units, to harmonize existing policies and ideas and turn them into clear and practical plan that the Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Executive Secretary can approve and begin to carry out with no delays.
So I've talked about the training, and he is, by the grace of God, going to do that. And I believe all of us will benefit intellectually and in all forms. Department to write the budget to L-Press for ambulatory vehicle, and I try to press my own buttons to see if it goes through. And then by the grace of God, this year again, I'll try and push it to see that at least L-Press releases, at least sponsors or donates an ambulatory vehicle for us for movement and for the clinic to operate very well. Then as regards to you donating or contributing to get that, it's a way forward. And I think each and every one of us, at least no matter how little, should chip in, put in your little contribution. But I'm also thinking right now, since it has come to this, we are going to write the ministers, the 3 ministers. We're going to write Farah to help us set up our clinic, take off the activities. And I think they would actually key in if they see how serious it is. All we need to do is we write and we give them pictorial proofs of what we have. You understand? And with that, since they're Forum for Agricultural Research in Africa, so they would actually key in if they see we are serious. Maybe help us with funds and some other lab things that you were mentioning so that we can operate our clinic very well. So you take up this letter, we'll write Farah. We could mention all the lab equipment we need, the takeoff funds that we need, and you can include the Wi-Fi and everything needed for our internal training and presentations. A training program from the council is in the pipeline. Let me use that line, and hopefully it will come to pass. About the date, you were mentioning 2nd of March. With the plans we have to visit the ministers and the write-up, I'm just looking at, can we look at the end of March? Somewhere around that time. Yes, please. So that we'll be able to put in all our best. I'll give my own little contribution also for the clinic takeoff. That way, whatever I give, whatever we have, I'm sure by the time we meet the 3 ministers, Livestock, Minister of Agric, and his state minister, I'm sure something will come out tangible. So that way, we don't even need to wait for anyone. L-Press is just a vehicle, and I will try and push within this month to see that it's been considered. Even if it's not done immediately, at least we should have promises. So with that, at least our department is going to be different this year by the grace of God.
The heads of units in the department share their ideas for 2026 and ask for usual maximum support of the head of department.
We are starting quite early and a very good note and morale. So myself and my amiable colleagues, that is the 7 of us in the clinic department, upon which I'm making this presentation. We target intended development and action plan to kick starting Arcn veterinary clinic activities. This is a presentation to the Livestock Department of the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria. Under this, we intend to introduce our current objective, the commencement of minor clinic activities, awareness, creation strategy, collective contribution, development of price lists, startup requirements, conclusion, and intended developmental outlook. By way of introduction, Director, this presentation outlines the initial steps and intended development for kickstarting activities at the veterinary clinic. The focus is on commencing basic functional services while laying a foundation for gradual expansion. Our current objectives. The immediate objective is to activate the clinic for minor but essential veterinary services, ensure functionality of key units, and create awareness among stakeholders while strengthening internal collaboration and ownership. Now the commencement of the minor clinic activities. We intend to start with consultation, vaccination, minor treatments, deworming, wound management. The awareness creation strategy, however, were to start with support service uptake. The clinic will create awareness through internal sensitization. We go into every department, tell them, oh, this is what we are doing. We've been ready to start and commence operation. Engagement of livestock owners. A lot of us have friends that have this livestock. We try to share out leaflets so that we go into that sensitization. In this regard, we have already printed flyers, notices, words of mouth, communication. This will help position the clinic as active, accessible, and service ready. So, while we actually have to do this, we need to talk to senior colleagues and some other well-meaning, friends of the clinic. This was in supporting initial operational needs, encouraging collective ownership and commitment, strengthening teamwork during the startup phase, encouraging ownership and teamwork. Of course, we are to start so that others will be able to, come up and see what we are doing. In this regard, we have developed some price lists upon which some of them are registration with clinic registration number. Any pet coming in will charge as low as 3,000 naira. But all these are to be reviewed if the need be by this division, by the department. Consultation services. We term it general consultation. You come in, we advise you 2,000 naira. At times, we give a guide. We equally charge you as low as 3,000 naira. Surgical consultation, like 1,500, not the real operation itself. Anti-rabies vaccines, we charge as 9,000 naira as against 10, 15, 20 that is being charged outside. DHLPP, 9,000 naira as well. We equally sell drugs like we have in the clinic, even though not sufficient, but we're going to start with what we have. Then treatment, This will be categorized. It will range between 3,000 to 4,000 naira, as the case may be. The startup requirements. We've been able to secure about 5 doses of anti-rabies vaccine, 5 doses of DHLPP, a bottle of pen strep has equally been donated.
Our own way forward, Director, the division is praying to the council through you. There was a time we had a general meeting with the former ES, and I brought up this issue of budget, that each department is supposed to have its own budget. A director should be able to have a budget to be controlled. Let's say livestock department have so amount, crop size have so amount, this and so and so. So please, we are praying to you during your management meeting, please, if people can try to convince the ES, let each department have its own budget. That is the only way we can be useful. Now you can see that within the department, for us to breathe a fresh air is through the sweat of the director. She took us out for training, is through her pocket. She took us again, I think it was this December or so, for refreshment outside, is through her pocket. But if she's having a budget under her, it would have assisted her much. She could have done more better than what we're having. So please, Director, this is our own prayer through you.
I have a summary of key activities we had from July 2025 to January 2026. We had 5 divisional meetings. We had it from August to November. We had a break in December, then we had it January. From there, we had a lot of discussions that helped us to shape the division into achieving some things within the constraint of financial challenge. We have also collaborated with the clinical division in terms of clinical service division to propose activity for the ill-fated World Rabies Day last year. But I would also say that they also helped us to present a paper at the departmental meeting that took place at the Mineral Park, entitled Rabies Act Now, You, Me and Community. Capacity building training in 2025. 5 staff of the division participated in the training workshop organized by the department, with your support, facilitated by Terrace Skills, entitled Strengthening Teamwork and Leadership in Livestock Department of Arcn, which happened on the 8th of October 2025. I also attended an international workshop on the evaluation of Foresight Community of Practice in West and Central Africa. It happened at Bottle White Hotel. I was in 11, and I was also inducted as a West and Central Africa Community of Practice for Foresight. That was 21st and 22nd of August last year. 2 staff of the division, Dr. Ademi and Tahir, are still undergoing their PhD study. They also had 3 staff of the division that applied for permission to seek for master's degree program. Official engagement and meeting attended outside the council by the staff of the division. Dr. Ademi represented the council at a stakeholder brainstorming meeting on national policy on medical use of marijuana on the 21st of July last year. Dr. Shinkut led the 5 council staff to supervise the 2024 capital project at Isuka, Enugu State. That was August 20th, 2025. Then we also went for an MIE project supervision at Anambra. That was in August 2025, 19 and 21st of August. Then Dr. Suraj also represented the council at the National Dairy Policy Implementation Framework in August last year. Dr. Suraj also represented the council or participated at the MIE project inspection in Kwara North. That was on 23rd of October last year. I represented the department at a private sector stakeholder engagement breakfast meeting on Nigeria livestock sector in Abuja Continental Hotel. That was in 11th of December last year. They also led a team to represent the council at the senior staff promotion exam of College of Animal Health and Production Technology, Mo Plantation Ibadan, between 12th and 15th January this year. Dr. Suraj also represented the council at the VCN General Staff Training Retreat on the 28th of January this year. Now, for the proposed activities and project we have for this year in the division, we have proposed a National Livestock and Public Health Workshop 2026. And this is actually a workshop, but we have like 4 components of events within it. We had the World Health Day, which we're going to commemorate with an event with your kind permission. That will be April 7th, 2026. Then we had the World Rodent Zoonosis Day, July 6, 2026. We have the World Rabies and Surveillance Day, that is 28 September 2026. We also have the World Antibiotics Awareness Week, November 18 to 24, 2026. It suffices to say that when you asked for the project we should submit, this was actually the project we submitted. So we just learned that it's probably not going to fly this year, based on what you have said. But notwithstanding, but these are proposals we have made for the year. They also have other important days that the department the division wish to mark by way of a write-up, probably if possible, so content for the Arcn TV. We have the World Tuberculosis Day, like I mentioned earlier. That will be on 24th of March.
My head of division is doing his PhD. He sent his apology, and he told me 1 or 2 things to say concerning our division, which I'm going to tell us here. That so far, in our division, we are 7, but 1 has been deployed to Animal Health, Ibadan. That is the person of Mrs. Janet Demola. Then Mrs. Zainab Yusuf is on study leave also. She's not here. Apology. Then my own self. We have Rookie. Rookie sent apology because her mom, they are celebrating now. She retired. Then Mr. Ahmed is also part of the division. Then what we did, the last time my divisional head came, we had a meeting and we said we should come up with a concept note to discuss the trendy technology on animal nutrition, because that is also my area of specialties, because our division is livestock nutrition and farming system. So we should come up with a concept note so we can discuss, we can bring it forward like a proposal, and then know the trending animal nutrition, the feeds that we use, and the alternative feeds also we should look into, because like in my own area, I deal on the orange peas. So you say we should look at it. If there's any way we can come up with a proposal, I should also liaise with some of the Chinese company that can help in pushing this project forward. So I made him understand. He said, if there's a way we can also come up with a sound concept note that will help in pushing our cause, that it will help us out. So he gave us rules to play, that each should go and come with a concept note. I think we are still working on that. And we also look at the issue of capacity building within the division. How we going to help ourselves to develop, that we shouldn't wait for council to help us to develop, that within ourselves we can help ourselves by going on online to seek some other short courses to help us to develop ourselves, most especially for those that are in livestock in nutrition. So he also look at the issue of helping us to also look at the long-term training for those, encourage for those that are still pushing for their studies, that they should try as much as possible to apply for study leave so that they can because the way council is going, if you don't follow the trend, you might be left behind, because there will be a time that without some qualification you might not be promoted. So he made us to understand that we should go for our we should further. He encouraged us. That is one of the things, and also the short courses we should be doing online. It will help us to grow as a division. So those are some of the things we discussed. We didn't discuss much, but he sent his apology that when they come, I think hopefully our division will bounce up.
This is Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television, where we brought to you the 2026 blueprint strategies of the Department of Livestock in the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.